This will be a quick installment of Kingdom Things podcast. Hello, my name is Nicole Phillips, and I'm a channel for the divine. I'm a channel for the Most High Creator, energy in which we know in mass as God, the creator behind all things. I'm also the biblically prophesied Messiah, which is when I was directed within intuitively by God, the Most High White Light Creator, by my intuition. I was shown who I was. I was given glimpses of my truth. One of the truths that I was given to own and to wield and to appreciate is my role as a biblically prophesied Messiah. What is the true meaning of atonement? Atonement, the process by which people remove obstacles to their reconciliation with God. What is the true meaning of atonement? Atonement, the process by which people remove obstacles to their reconciliation with God. I was guided intuitively to begin Kingdom Things podcast. Kingdom Things podcast is available on YouTube and Spotify to stream. Kingdom Things podcast was my journey to atonement, or reconciling with God, or coming into greater alignment with myself. God and myself in all actuality having 0 degrees of separation. God and yourself in all actuality having 0 degrees of separation, as God is what? God is the creator energy behind all things. So God and yourself, God and myself have 0 degrees of separation, just as you and myself in all actuality have 0 degrees of separation. The next foreseeable future for the human culture, planet Earth, we will be going through cycles and phases, ebbs and flows of disillusionment. We will have personal encounters as individual human beings of planet Earth with the truth of self, or the truth of God, the truth of the oneness of all things. And these personal encounters that we will have with the truth of self, the truth of God, the truth of oneness of all things will result in the trend of the human culture of planet Earth being an awakened human culture of planet Earth. What is an awakened human culture of planet Earth? A human culture of planet Earth that no longer succumbs to the disillusionment, no longer succumbs to the illusionment of separation between God and self. What is an awakened human culture of planet Earth? An awakened human culture of planet Earth is a human culture of planet Earth that is no longer illusioned by the illusion of the trend of the awakened human culture of planet Earth. Will be a human culture of planet Earth that is no longer perceptible to the illusion of a separation between the human being of planet Earth and the oneness of all things, or the human being of planet Earth and God. The human being of planet Earth, the human beings of planet Earth will, for the foreseeable future, have personal encounters with self, or personal encounters with God. Everyone's personal encounter will be perceived by the encounterer in ways that the encounterer on the soul level will feel most comfortable with getting closer to self, or becoming closer to the understanding that self and God have 0 degrees of separation. Self and the oneness of all things have 0 degrees of separation. What is the true meaning of atonement? Atonement, the process by which people remove obstacles to their reconciliation with God. I began Kingdom Things podcast intuitively guided and recorded informations, channeled messages and energies from my Akashic record, in which I channeled. The basis of my channeling is that God is within. And not only is God within, but there are no limits to self, and there are no limits to what our realities can be, as our self only project our realities. What is the true meaning of atonement? Atonement, the process by which people remove obstacles to the reconciliation with God. The only obstacle to reconciling with self, or the only obstacle to reconciling with God, is our understanding of creation that says God and self are separate. And dear human beings, we don't have a good track record with interpersonal relationships. So if we don't have a good track record with interpersonal relationships, as our divorce rates are sky high, as we do on trend have broken homes, as we do on trend war with one another, dispute with one another, fight with one another, we don't have a good track record for interpersonal relationships, as the energies that we hold within only project our reality. What does that say? If we don't have a good track record with interpersonal relationships, as the whole old human culture of planet Earth and the energies that we hold within only project our realities, what does that say? That says we don't have a good relationship, intrapersonal relationship with ourselves. And as I've channeled, ourself and the oneness of all things and God have 0 degrees of separation. If we don't have a good intrapersonal relationship with ourselves, what does that mean? Our reality that reflects to us the dysfunction, the imbalance, the misdirection in the understanding of the truth of creation, as when creation is working in natural form, creation is balanced, creation is well, creation is healthy. What is the true meaning of atonement? Atonement, the process by which people remove obstacles to their reconciliation with God. We will encounter, as human beings, personal encounters with the truth of the oneness of all things. Everyone's personal encounter will be perceivable differently, as you will perceive your encounter with God or the oneness of all things or yourself in deeper and more intimate ways, as your soul or yourself or God. No, you will feel most comfortable with perceiving more deeper and intimate interactions, encounters with yourself, God, your soul, or the oneness of all things. I want to thank you whom have joined live to this Kingdom Things podcast installment. The final countdown. I'm excited. Again, my name is Nicole Phillips. I am the biblically prophesied Messiah, just like you, because the energies that I hold within are only a mirror to the energies that you hold within, that you're able to access within yourself, with deepening the bond, deepening the intimacy with yourself, as all is truly one. I'm also an author. I authored Asia's story, which is parallel to my story, Ash's story, my story, parallel to humanity's story, as we awaken to the truth of the oneness of all things, to the truth of unconditional love. Unconditional love being the understanding that all, in reality, all within self serves for the upliftment, for the operation, for the cohesion, for the balance of self, the oneness of all things of reality. So no longer do we judge ourselves and shame ourselves and turn a blind eye to ourselves because of traits and energies and ways in which we once perceived as unworthy of love. As we once perceived a God whom shunned us because we were unworthy of love. Due to our understanding of creation, our understanding that those traits in which we shamed ourselves for, judged ourselves for, those energies in which we shamed ourselves for, judged ourselves for, were sinful or dirty or unworthy of love. Unconditional love, the understanding that every dimension and aspect of our reality, the good, bad, the up, down, the left, right, the good, the evil, serves for the cohesion, balance, wellness of all creation, as the principle of rhythm, ups and downs, is not only necessary but pertinent for the balanced operation of all of creation. Asia, she is a teenage girl growing up in the New York City foster care system, and she meets her twin flame in the halls of her school, Manhattan Prep. That is a real school. I didn't know that when I channeled the story. She meets her twin flame in the hallway of Manhattan Prep. She gets kidnapped by her twin flame's dad's goons. She, on the astral realm, meets with ancestors of galactic and etheric and beyond her understanding of creation, forms in which, guide her to the understanding that she is unconditional love, guide her to the understanding that she is the oneness of all things, guide her to the understanding that despite what she perceived herself to be in the past, despite of everything that she experienced in her past, she not only is worthy of love, but what she experienced in her past, the ways that she showed up in her past, we're not unworthy, we're not sinful, we're not shameful, we're not dirty, but we're the makings of her. As low as we travel, when we start on our upward trajectory, we can calculate, we can guesstimate, we can estimate with the principle of rhythm. As low as we go, that only signifies the trajectory of our highs as a human culture of planet Earth. Coming Home, the story of Asya, followed by the sequel, the story of Asya, I'm Home, is available in the Amazon bookstore, as well as on the YouTube channel AP Short Stories, where I narrate Asya's story. I'm also a singer-songwriter, which I dearly enjoy. My music is Can We Get It Back is available on all of your streaming platforms. I get so nervous about my music. Can We Get It Back is on all of your streaming platforms. Ashley Nicole Music YouTube channel as well. You can check out my music. I'm a chef. I'm a chef. I'm a home cook. I love to cook. Magic Meals with Ashley Nicole Phillips is my YouTube channel. Check it out. All of my works will be in the link tree in the description of this video. Namaste. I bow to the God within you. I love you. Love yourself. Self-love is the best love because you are love. Give it to yourself first. Self-love is the best love because the way we love on our reality is the way in which our reality reflects the love in which we give to ourselves. The way we love on ourselves is the way our reality reflects the love in which we give to ourselves. Self-love is the best love because we have to love ourselves in the way in which we want our relationships and bonds in our lives to mirror. Again, my name is Ashley Nicole Phillips. Kingdom Things Podcast is available to stream on YouTube and Spotify. Healing energies and messages intended to assist with the upliftment of the human consciousness. Bye.